Hey monster dudes, monster girls, humans. I'm back again. If you didn't read the title of this video, I'm not really gonna be buying Paper Mario through Nintendo. So instead, I'll be buying it secondhand. And there's a reason why that I'm doing this, because Nintendo has pissed me off this year. Like, completely pissed me off, like, beyond imaginable. I mean, the game's already been released on yesterday, and everyone seems to be having fun. Good for them. I'm glad they're enjoying the game that was on the Switch. And I will say this, I am kind of disappointed with the game, especially with the translation. Especially they kind of botched the translation, and people are trying to act like, well, this is actually the direct from the Japanese version. It is not. It really isn't. There's been proof. And the people who try to gaslight us thinking that we're crazy and all this stuff are total douchebags. Like, it's ridiculous. I just don't understand why people would defend garbage like this. I don't know why Nintendo fans are so stupid as hell. And like, we're paying 60 to 70 bucks on this. Like, wait, like $60 or something like that, or like plus tax would be like 70 or some shit like that. But it's just ridiculous that. Not only did I find out the game is running at 30 frames per second, I did forget to mention that in the video, but take this into consideration that the GameCube runs at 60 frames per second. And that is something to be really mad about, because like, we're paying the double the price. I mean, not double the price, I wouldn't say double, but a little bit more, like a 10% more what we paid originally. Because back in 2004, I got this game for Christmas as a Christmas gift. And I loved this game to death. The game was amazing. The game ran 60 frames per second, which I didn't know about that too. And I didn't think frames didn't mean much, but frames do mean a lot, because I know a lot of people are gonna be saying like these Nintendo charts are like, yo, 30 frames per second is okay. You're just over exaggerating. We're not over exaggerating, because 30 frames does make a difference. I mean, that's what the 64 did with the Mario 64, but even then, it's like the GameCube did better. And why we have to pay more for this game? But I digress. But yeah, the translation, I just don't like the translation. It's so stupid. Like, the cat call was removed. What else? There's another thing that was also changed from the original, GameCube version. Like, I know Bowser tells one of the Koopa Troopas to do sit-ups or something, and that was altered because they didn't want to offend fat people, I guess, which is pretty stupid. But then, the Vivian thing, let me just say this here. I know a lot of people are mad about this, including me, which in the game, I don't really believe that Vivian is trans in this one. I don't believe that that it even came close in that regards. Even though the fact is, he's still a dude. I don't give a damn what these people think. I don't think this person is trans, and I don't care. I just think these people like think that this is a total win, and I just find it funny that the win is a trans ghost. Let that sink in. And I think it's really hilarious that they think they won. I just want everyone to let that sink in. Look, I don't hate trans people. I just think it's disrespectful that these people will go after the original author of the game and try to bullshit it like they did with Bridget. And I know a lot of people are gonna say this to me like, but Viperous, Nintendo has always been woke. Look at Birdo, for instance. Okay, here's the thing, and you guys gotta understand this. Yes, Birdo was trans in the Japanese version, but that was the original Japanese intent. But Vivian was a crossdresser. That's the difference. And it's really crazy how you guys don't want to respect that, but you guys will go crazy about Birdo and all that stuff, but whatever. It's ridiculous, though. I just think that people don't understand that, like, the reason why they made that change because it's meant for kids. And I don't think it's appropriate to show that to children. And actually, honestly, if it would have been up to me, I would have just kept it as Vivian as a girl for the American Western audience, because the only reason why, if they wanted to do this, I wish they would have just made the game rated teen to compensate for that. But no, they kept the game rated E for everybody. Just let that sink in, people. Just let that sink in. If they wanted to introduce something like that, they should have just made the game rated teen. I would have been okay with that, but the fact that this game is rated E is kind of ridiculous, though, but whatever. It's whatever, but the other thing I wanted to talk about here. So another thing I did notice too that really pissed me off about Nintendo and why I'm not paying for Paper Mario to Nintendo this time. So I've been noticing around the world, everywhere around the world, they're getting some bonus pre-orders. Like for instance, the PAL regions is actually getting like this really cool like the diorama of the diorama battlefield thing. I actually got that one right there. Bought that from the eBay. Got it secondhand. Totally worth it. Don't care how much I paid for it. Actually, I paid like $300, but I'd rather pay that than having to give Nintendo my money that disrespected all of us. But that's beside the point. But then I've noticed Australia got the one with the paper where, you know, like, I mean, it's not the best one, but at least it's something. They gave them like stickers, and they actually changed Paper Mario into like a paper airplane that was actually from Australia. Another thing, Korea got one that was actually like cup, what's it called? I think it's called like cup holders, not cup holders, table holders, something like that keeps like, I don't know what they call it. Coasters. So they gave him like coasters, and it comes with like a puzzle piece set. That was released in Korea for a pre-order set. But what really makes me mad, as a huge Paper Mario fan, I found really disrespectful. They gave them the Paper Mario slipcover for the GameCube edition. Why did they not release this in the West? Is beyond me. It was only ever in Canada. And I feel as a consumer, I feel insulted that I mean, I can speak for us all. I feel like all Nintendo fans just got the short end of the stick in America, and I felt like it was a giant middle finger to us fans and to everyone else here. And I don't feel like I don't want to give money to Nintendo anymore. I feel as though I feel disrespected, especially with that DEI nonsense, especially what they did to Pokemon Go and everything else. And don't even get me started on like, just don't even get me started with everything else they did with DEI. It's getting ridiculous. I don't understand what is up with Nintendo, but they thought it's a great idea to disrespect their consumers and also to disrespect the original Japanese translation, because what I also did find out that they did retranslate they did like change out the Vivian thing in Japan to retcon that nonsense, but really stupid, I will say, because they think it's outdated, which is pretty stupid. I just wish Nintendo would stop pandering to these people and pander to the real fans and stop pushing their political nonsense in the games and actually care about the consumer and not be afraid to tell a joke once in a while, even if it is offensive to them. I mean, how hard is it, people? Like, how hard is it to do your job? But I digress. I just wanted to make I just want to put this video out there. I am not giving Nintendo any more money. I'd rather just buy it secondhand since they're not providing us like the real translation. They're disrespecting the original author. That's all I have to say. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Until then, I'm Viperous, and I'm out. Bye.